Hey y'all, today on Serving It Up in the South, I'm going to be showing y'all how to do a reverse sear tomahawk steak. Alright, so I got my tomahawk right here. Alright, I'm going to show y'all how to do this. Alright, first you're going to want to fill your chimney with, you can do charcoal briquettes, or I like to use natural lump charcoal, and with some. So you're just going to fill that up and let that burn down until the coals are orange, and then just pour it into your smoker or Weber, whatever the hell you got. Alright, now I'm not going to use the Oklahoma Joe today. I'm going to be using this old pit of mine because I don't feel like firing that big boy up. Alright, so I got my coals here. I'll pour them on this side. And then I'm going to give the offset effect by, the heat source being over here. And then the vent. Let me open that. Motherfucker's like rusted shut. Alright. The vent open. I'm going to put the tomahawk right here. And then there's a vent up there, to create the offset effect. So I'm going to let this heat up. You're also going to want to have your thermometer to measure how hot the smoker is. Alright. I'm gonna throw some pecan wood on there. Steak goes really good with pecan. You don't want to use like too strong of like a wood because it's just a steak. It's a big steak, so maybe it could take it, but like you just don't want to overpower the taste of the meat with, overly strong smoke flavor. So I'm gonna do some pecan. It's like a lighter wood. This smoker holds temp just fine. Right now, I just opened it, so. Sorry, y'all, this video is, like, rushed. I wasn't planning on doing one, but I got me a tomahawk steak, so, I'm gonna show y'all how to do it, so. Alright, this one has a pretty big fat cap on the side, so I'm gonna cut a little bit of it off. The other one at the store was, like, $10 more and had more marbling in the meat. This one's kind of distributed unevenly, so it'll still be fine now. Tomahawk steaks, you have to season them twice. Once before you cook them, and then again whenever you cut it, because the meat is so thick that it just requires you to season it again after you cut it. Alright, so this is just some coarse salt and pepper. I'm just gonna throw some salt and pepper on each side. That's all it really needs. You don't want to take away from the flavor of the meat. Normally I like to marinate my steaks, but I ain't got time for all that today, so we're just gonna do it the old school way. And you want to press that in there. Chase Kyle. Alright, you just want to do that to both sides. And on the sides right here, and then we're gonna throw it on the smoker. Alright, I'm dipping my hand with this hand and rubbing it in with that hand. But like I said, again, we're gonna re-season it after it's done. Well, after like I cut it up and whatnot. Alright, the internal temperature of the smoker is at 354. That's fine. We're just, doing a reverse sear steak, so. Alright, we have a clear fire burning. This is that barbecue blue smoke. You can't really see it. It's almost, like I can't say the damn word. Invisible. So, That's what you want. You don't want a thick, smoky smoke. Alright, I'm gonna spray this down with some oil. You don't have to. I just haven't used this pit in a while, so I'll spray it down a little bit. Alright, now I'm gonna throw my steak on here. The pit's at about 350. I'm gonna do the meat side, you know, like, I'm gonna use the bone as like a barrier to, you know, protect it a little bit. And then I'm gonna put a thermometer in the thickest side, and I'm gonna, whenever it gets to like, well, I haven't reverse seared a tomahawk before, but whenever it gets to like 110, well, maybe since it's so thick, maybe like 115, then I'm gonna sear it, you know, hot and fast. Alright, I'm gonna stick a probe in the thickest part. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. That way, to get the internal temperature of that tender part in the middle. Alright, so now I moved a grill over the fires. That way it can heat up so I can get it go to sear whenever this comes up to temp. Alright, y'all, we are at... Ooh, smoky. We are at 106 internally. I'm probably going to let this reverse sear go on a little longer. Because it's such a thick cut of meat, so I usually let them go to like 105 and then, you know, flash sear it on a reverse sear, but that's like on regular steaks. This one's a tomahawk, so it's massive, so yeah, I'm probably going to let it go to 110, 115, so we're almost there. Alright, I'm also going to spray these grates. Alright, we are at 111, so I'm just going to say F it and let's do it. Right. So we're going to move this bad boy over and let it sear. Alright, in just a second, I'm gonna just like, let's see, hot 113. I'm just gonna like scoot this part over in just a minute. Alright, now you just want to grab this bone and just kind of turn it a little bit to get that pretty grill mark. Alright, just flip it. Alright, now I'm going to take it off. Y'all, I just totally messed up one of my probes. That fire ran away from me a little bit, but it looks good. Alright, now I'm going to check the internal temperature. Alright, we're holding at about 140. I'm gonna let it rest for a couple more minutes and then cut it into it. Alright, now I'm going to cut into it. Alright, now it's time to taste it. It's good. It's really good. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoy. Sit, Chief.